I feel like starting right now with that steal, getting in transition, these guys know we'll be able to go on an 8-0 run and get this game even closer. Look at that nice little dunk in transition. CP saving him up, coming down the middle with a one-hand slam. I was able to do that in 2003, so being that elite class and being able to honor him, accepting that award was great right here in San Antonio. No, we just cannot get.
Stolen by Paul. Paul has it. Up for Keldon. Oh, it spins in anyways.
Pajemski, Jimmy Butler with Draymond and Moses Moody. Champagnie, Keldon Johnson, Chris Paul with Harrison Barnes and Blake Wesley. Harrison Barnes drops in the three. Chris Paul, sleight of hand back out to Champagnie. And how did he even find him? And Champagnie strokes.
The future bright in San Antonio, but right now the Clippers have to handle their business here tonight.
You talked about how important this game is. So much of the fluctuation. Beautiful.
Ryan Rupert, along with Chris Murray. After the break. Vassell.
With how he impacts the game off the ball, chasing his man, sliding from help to taking a charge. He's the best in the league at that. Him with Biyombo. That first NBA player he ever met. That time he had to go right through him to finish.
Biyombo, the push shot to counter up and in. Biyombo.
But he steps around that to get a closer layup.
Barnes, nice move. A toe drag, just got stalled. This one here in the third quarter. Paul across midcourt, inside out dribble. Fans it off the dribble to Barnes, and he cashes in. So the two veterans click for a three-point play. Top, the lob to Klingon, goes off the iron. Rebound, Paul. Out it comes to Castle for the jam. And the Blazers.
Big guys, they got bonuses for rebounds. You kidding me? Learned my lesson a few times.
The no look from Paul and Biyombo. Just that push. Paul looking for an option. It's Biyombo. The lefty is pure.
One inside to Okoro. Okoro partially blocked by Biyombo, and it slides out. Champagnie attacks and scores.
No one's saying anything. Trying to keep quiet over here.
Vassell gets it right back to Paul. Hunter guarding. Paul. Barnes again. Barnes again. It's a one-point game.
Now corner three is good. That's Harrison Barnes. The Denver Nuggets, who got a horrendous start in this game. They were trailing 9-0. DeAndre Jordan, 10 points, 17 rebounds.
Kessel just say, hey, I'll just stay down this end, let you guys go everything, and I'll just get 4 straight points.
On the NBA schedule, this is part of that shuffle around the NBA. Magic greatly impacted by it. Bismack Biyombo gets the first points of the night.
Unbelievable offense there by Wagner to find that shot high off the glass.
Biyombo establishes position and spins with the left hand.
Just buried Corey Joseph underneath him.
Paul looking for an option. Harrison with time.
100%.
Timeout Orlando. Paul. It's a screen from Biyombo. Shake and bake. Pass out. Vassell sticks it. Devin Vassell, his first bucket of the game. Again, the worst percentage. Oh, through the legs for Paul. No look pass. Biyombo for two. Saucy move from the point guard. Paul finds Barnes. Again.
And it's just ironic that Bruce Frazier, you couldn't get him to. Oh!
Castle right over Quentin Post. Judge that.
That's a 10.
Coming off a period of time where he had an illness, he's still recovering from that. And Sohan strong and attacking the Celtics here. Porzingis with a pass, stolen. Paul up to KJ.
He's going to win that. Just take your time.
Keldon scores it. Paul up fake on the three, got Holiday jumping. Barnes driving. Oh, Harrison Barnes on the run.
Yeah, a little running hook there.
Simply been dancing with that basketball here tonight. Castle leaps out and throws it down.
Picked up the pace, picked up the intensity offensively. A three by Castle is good.
That was a heck of a pass by Chris Paul.
This year, defensively, as you can imagine, their numbers have dropped significantly without him. Vassell on a pull-up three. He's got a good stroke, and he connects. CP3 kicks it, and Barnes another three ball.
Paul, one of three Spurs that's played every game this year.
It's impressive. Here's Harrison Barnes laying it up and in. Vassell with it. He'll kick it out. Castle works it to Chris Paul. Here's Viz on the inside.
He is playing with superb confidence.
That was a smart play there. It looked like our guys are anticipating a dribble handout. Oh, boy.
Devin with the punch. Slipping through. Vassell. Mamu moves it. Devin again for three on a good contest from Philly.
Pointers. Right now it's 12-0 after those 3 free throws. Vassell from the outside splashes it home. Devin Vassell.
Chris Paul in and take out Biombo.
Once again, they try to find Vassell. They do, and he's got yet another one. Inside out. Johnson, the longest tenured Spur, and he hits it on the little floater. Got the big fella in front of him. Is he going to try to get around him? Little on big, good bounce underneath. Sohan scores as he cut, and of course Chris Paul.
Better than anyone, but availability so valuable in this league, and of course injuries part of the game, but it's fun watching these guys go to work.
Paul. Ball loose, got the steal. Second all time in those, by the way. And Vassell punches it.
With his right hand.
Castle, pump fake, midi. Tim Duncan off the glass.
Yeah.
There's a 14-4 Hornets run before that timeout. Barnes, corner.
That was a better shot, so that isn't getting a second opportunity. That was a great effort from Green there to come down with the offensive rebound.
Castle, pump fake. Puts it in. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Barnes rolling. Up fake and another dunk.
How about that? Harrison Barnes.
Shot clock at 6. Looking for an option. Down low. Biombo, same spot.
Jump hook again.
Same shot.
Carbon copy.
Running. Bounce pass. KJ saves and dives. Vassell, a big one. Spurs got their lead up to 14. Dallas battling back a little bit. Champagny got his bucket anyway. Timeout, Jason Kidd for Dallas.
That was a quick reverse.
Paul, nice pass. Vassell the finish. Clay's got 6 points. Barnes, same spot. Another corner three. Timeout, Dallas.
Well for them. He's given them a backbone defensively. He's also another nice pick and roll partner with Chris Paul and De'Aaron Fox. And here you see Harrison Barnes knocking down a corner three, which is what he.
Spurs have not been a great first half team. 21st in the league. Something to look for in the third quarter as Barnes hits a corner three.
8 shot attempts, 15 points, just doing what he needs to do to help this offense run.
Paul swings it out. Vassell catch and shoot three. Buries that one. We're on a 7-0 run there. Keldon Johnson changed that equation. Castle inside, rises on Nas, hangs, the shot drops, and he drew the foul. Stephon Castle, the likely rookie of the year.
6% and knocking down his first.
Well, what acquisition Valanciunas has been by the front office as Barnes knocks down his first field goal. Chris Paul quickly at the other end.
Sometimes with a shot blocker, you got to give it up earlier than that so you have space. But Harrison Barnes knocking down his second corner three. First one in the left. Biombo, you've got to be happy with that defense. You made the big guy have to go to a fadeaway. He just made the shot.
Nice pass by Chris Paul inside to Biombo. Barnes with a momentary silencer for the crowd.
Banged up on that last sequence. And then Chris Paul came out and stole it. Claxton wasn't ready for the pass. Paul, an option for Keldon! Sky high, KJ! 22 points in the paint tonight for the Nets, 18 for the Spurs. Paul inside, Biombo. Now the right hand. It's all working for Bismack.
He's ambidextrous.
Shot clock at 5. Paul hit the 3 a couple possessions ago. Biyombo slips through. Hey, and jams it home.
Okay, big fella.
And Keldon saves it. Vassell all the way. Oh, Devin Vassell did him dirty. Lost it as he went up. Biyombo another rebound. Almost stolen. Paul shovels it to Devin Vassell, who cans it.
He can do no wrong in this first half. He has 17. Sohan, bucket, and the foul. Working on Vassell. Short hook won't go. Barnes the board. CP3 ahead to Castle. Lays it up and in.
Knowing that you're going to be relied on to defend at a high level.
How about Sohan? Count it and put him on the line.
Vassell got by Aldama, flares it out. Delivery to Vassell, and Devin Vassell gives San Antonio the lead back. Biyombo screens for Chris Paul, and Biyombo rolls and finishes. Bismack Biyombo.
That last Jay, just the patience and vision of Şengün. Such a good passer. Paul, the setup. Biyombo hooks it in.
It worked. Right through the hands of Biyombo. And he's going to go hard. Yeah, it was a 50-50 that got away from Biyombo.
Jump, stop, and finish by Jordan Hawkins.
9-0 run for the Pels. Hawk into double figures off the bench. And man.
He's taking out his chalkboard, giving defensive lessons out there.
Paul to Barnes, who cans it for 3.
So they've got 20 assists on 22 makes. Going to be saved. Good job by Biyombo again.
Great job, Chris Paul.
Getting it up the floor for a Harrison Barnes triple.
Biyombo, a former member of the Suns, so is Chris Paul. Went to the finals with the Suns. Fox connects from the corner for 3. Open up 0 of 5 from the field. San Antonio lost in Boston last Wednesday night, 116 to 103. The jumper is pure, and it's Barnes, the veteran. Ended by Allen. Paul, drive, kick, Sohan, got a 3! And that's how the half ends. O'Neal, he was hot in the first half. He misses on his first three-point attempt here in the second half. Paul shifting gears, give it up. Biyombo slams it down. 8-point game, 9:15 to play in the third. Paul fakes the handoff. Swing it, another one, Biyombo rocks the rim. 17 for Royce O'Neal. Contact, jumper, Barnes cashes in. Same for San Antonio, 5 minutes to go in the fourth. The roll, Sohan, the throw down.
Johnson talked about, thought they got a little soft at times, and Boston was too comfortable as Paul digs in for the steal. Castle to the rim with the pump. 1 for 16 from 3 now. Missed their last 11. Here's Paul off the steal, and Champagnie slams it down.
And honestly, you know, to her other point is, I feel like they've competed harder on the deep.
Paul, middle of the floor, finds a trailing Barnes, who slams it home. Paul being shut down there by George. Wemby again, 4 for 4.
Biyombo.
Wemby taking his time, kicking it over, swing. Barnes had a double pump 3.
Yeah, Deshaun George has to run him off that line.
Points, 5 of 5. Paul to Wemby. Talk about unorthodox. Wemby, gotta stay on him.
UT when he was in middle school.
In the 7th grade. Chris Paul said, I coached you in 7th grade. I'm still out here playing. Jumper by Fox.
Youngster. I don't know what they were feeding him in Greensboro, but it's treating him well. Super soft touch for Vassell.
Up his offensive game, the more dominant of a player I think he can be.
Vassell off the dime from Paul, and that's going to be a 3-ball. 3 by Young.
Chris Paul leaked out. They didn't see him initially. Sohan, the trailer, got it. About it. Left it on the front rim. As Harrison Barnes gets ready to come in for the Spurs.
CP3 with the steal, Fox with the easy one.
And they go inside. Great defense. Here we go. Castle the other way into Dort. Nice transition by this.
Got it back, passed outside to Collins. Now as we go into 9 minutes left in the third, it's a low clock situation. Chris Paul finds Collins.
That was just eye contact between Paul and Collins.
That reminded me of the Game 6 slam dunk last year against Zubats. Gafford just pure power, putting his shoulder into the chest.
Cured by Champagnie. Told you how good this five-player unit has been this season for the Spurs. Wemby connects.
Called a timeout.
I think also when you're thinking about nothing has changed in the standard being the standard. I walked into shoot-around earlier today, and there was no difference in attention to detail and energy.
Who put that together? That is definitely the pool of death.
Yes. Branham in the corner. He got it on a three. By the way, we were talking about Steph and LeBron. What they reddish for the Lakers. Paul finds Wemby, center of the lane. Tie game.
Paul, Champagnie starts things off by rattling home a three. Paul, it's a screen from Wembanyama. Wemby fires, and he hits another three. Courtois, he's 3 for 6 with it. Paul kind of dribbles into the corner. Wesley cuts. Wesley. Oh! And there's KJ rocking the rim. Murray, last second, just threw it up, turned it over. Steph Castle in the open court. Castle, another hesitation move. The Hezi King. Paul behind the back. Wemby. Hits another three! That's his 6th. Martin blocked by Wemby. They get it to him on the break. Wemby scores it. Quick pass. Victor running down the middle of the court again, Sean.
Yeah, love it.
Harrison Barnes banking it home.
Just opens up the...
Still a 5-point game. Castle dunking it again over Collins. What a night! I'm out, inbound to Chris Paul. Clock ticking down. Champagnie hits the three. Some sort of plan for him. Castle banks it in for the first bucket.
Wow, that was a tough little turnaround.
A response after the last 2 games. Chris Paul. Branham, 3. You bet! Nothing but net. Wembanyama, Chris Paul does not shot tonight. Keldon Johnson 3 is good! Barnes at the other end.
2 free throws for Zoo, puts the Clippers out in front by 2. Nice pass inside from Chris Paul and Johan on the second effort from Wembanyama. 9 to shoot for Paul. Champagnie for 3. It's good again, his second. And San Antonio jumps out 10-7.
Champagnie has been last 2 games just 16% from the three-point line. And long shot, long rebound. You don't have transition balance.
Cut the lead down to single digits.
Yep.
After trailing by 26. Lob to Wembanyama. You want to talk about a cheat code. That's just downright unfair.
Johan kind of playing point guard. So trying to think conventional at times may not be the case. That's the guy you don't want to shoot.
By Wembanyama. His 7th of the night. Lob to Wembanyama. That is absolutely, positively insane. San Antonio 34-30 in that third quarter. Here is Bailey just checking in and knocking down a 3.
Get all the way. James got to a step back.
Wembanyama, another 3. This one goes. He is now 2 for 9.
Makes this summer. Team France. Wemby now gets it. Oh! Victor Wembanyama giving it to the Timberwolves. CB through the spin. The dish. Sohan. Sohan! Floating. Another dish to Sohan. Sohan again! Plus a foul! On CP3. Up fake. Collins, the hook shot is good. Zach Collins from CP3. Chris Paul, oh, to Sohan. He was wide open.
They get that inside hoop, and you got players looking at each other. Here's Barnes knocks down the triple on the right corner.
It's going to be hard to keep some of their guys together. Are they going to be a good team in 5 or 6 or 7 years?
9-0 run, and runs have been something the Jazz have not seen much of in the early part of this season. And Wemby finally finds the bottom out of his hands. Chris Paul runs inside, drive it, flicker the wrist, and that's how quick. Well, we stood by Victor before the game tonight. Yes, he is a real deal in height. That's a soft touch from the corner as Sohan.
I mean, you wound up on that thing.
Back inside, and he won't miss with the two hands. Last night, Wembanyama had a career-low 6 points. San Antonio with the lead. Chris Paul, the trailer. Victor, contact. You're going to count that bucket and a foul. That would be 4 on Eubank.
Doesn't really give you a chance to be in a game.
Straight away.
Paul and Barnes playing the two-man game, and Barnes with the layup. Timeout, Oklahoma City.
Beautiful delivery by Chris Paul. That's what they brought him in to do.
Timer at 5. Paul underneath to Sohan. Good pass.
Yeah, this is where he's going to be really nice for some of these. You're going to see things that you won't even see as a cutter until you find the ball in your lap, and then you've got an easy opportunity.
Paul, 3rd all-time in assists. Great look down floor. Hit his 3rd 3. And then Holmgren lost the ball. Paul reaching in to get the steal. 3-on-1. Paul gives it up to the trailer, and Sohan with the finish. Points. No shot attempts here in the 3rd quarter yet. Entry pass to Barnes. Goes up strong, and the bank shot is good.
Collins rolling to the rim, and he flushes.
Right on cue. Beautiful find there from Chris Paul.
Şengün's got 9 points. Sohan keeps it and scores it.
That's what he said. Screen and roll with Jeremy Sohan, and he gets an and 1.
It's a sigh of relief from Spurs fans.
Right. Finally misses.
Sohan has the mismatch inside and makes VanVleet pay.
Wow, I just love the solid base shot. Tough shot. You saw Victor with a great contest.
Green can fill it up. Barnes says, I can too.
They shot the ball extremely well last.
Behind the back to CP3. Sohan got it to go.
Found out already, it's an absolute blast every night working with the real 32.
There you go.
Barnes got a piece of it. Paul, Wemby. Oh! Pull it up there.
Yeah. I like it.
Alley-oop again. Wemby. It counts. Absolutely. Wowza. Driving. Last second kick out. Sohan. The Dipsy 2. Doesn't use it. Point guard crossing over. Dishing it off to Sohan. And a timeout. Houston.
Champagnie joined the team last year. He missed that 3. He'll take another one right here. And Pop is very excited about him. Surgery, but is back, and you can see
what a pass.
Shooting right here, and they go inside, and Champagnie will finish it well for the Spurs. Benjamin was really a force. Paul, corner, Johnson, triple, bucket.
And that's all made by Chris Paul. The alley-oop, we saw so much of that during the playoffs a year ago.
It's Barnes slicing his way inside for 2 with a pretty floater. Back 3 for Luka. It's a rebound by Chris Paul. And down court, Sohan, the over-the-shoulder catching with an ease. He puts it up and in. Paul pushing ahead, Champagnie. And Paul. Champagnie with a 3. Got it!